What's up, guys? It's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, you can hear about all things locks on fine hair, locks in general, and a little bit about me, Danielle. I'm also the owner of a shop called Locks So Fine. You can find it at www.locksofine.com. I specialize in satin headrest covers, satin bonnets that are reversible and adjustable, and other satin products like scrunchies and things like that. So if you're interested in any of those products to help protect your hair, you can click the link in the description below. Today's video is a special video because I haven't done one of these in a while, but it is my lock update time. So the good, the bad, the ugly, as always. You guys know me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. So I feel like I haven't been connecting with you guys, my people, the Like So Fine crew. We need a name. What do we like I don't know, we need a name or something. But anyway, so now I want to do a 360 for you guys. This is just like a swoop over and like bobby pin down style that I did. So this is the look I'm rocking today. So I'm 14 months in. I'm going to start with the good and then I'll go on to stuff that I've been like struggling with. The good is I feel like I'm finally retaining some length. And so, I mean, as you look through my videos, I haven't noticed, but when I do my side by side comparisons, which I really recommend that you guys do, is if you don't think that your hair is changing at all, just look at a picture from a few months ago and then look at a picture now. You'll see that your hair probably has changed quite a bit. I can see that my hair is like, feel that my hair is like brushing my shoulders. And then, my little annoying locks in the back, I'm getting used to them. Part of the reason why they hang lower than the other ones, I realize, is that they don't have curly ends anymore. And also because they've been repaired, but those locks are starting to lengthen, and I'm seeing that in other areas too. So I think I'm gonna give it a little while longer before I maybe do some shaping to my hair. Which is something I would like to do so that I don't have the uneven like lengths and the ones that hang down. Another thing that I've noticed is that the line of delineation between the part that's being retightened and re-interlocked and then the curly ends is getting lower and lower. And what that means is, as whereas before my hair, the curly volume would be like, bigger, now my hair is laying flatter and then it's just got the curly ends. Thankfully in the back, my hair is layered. And so because my hair is layered, you still see the curly ends like all throughout my hair, if that makes sense. I think if my hair was more the same length, then it would be only curly ends on the bottom, but it's not. So I'll show you guys an example of that. So like this one right here, there's really basically no curly end left on it. Well, a little tiny curly end left on this one right here. So you can see what I mean by that, versus like one back here, but you can see the line of demarcation between where the lock is getting lower. So like this right here is the curly end. So it's basically more than half the lock that is now not curly anymore. And so that's something you can expect at 14 or so months, depending on how fast your hair grows, is that your curly ends will start disappearing. I really thought a lot about whether or not I wanted to keep my curly ends, but I've decided that I don't want that maintenance and everything. And I'm okay with my locks becoming fully locked. I think that I'll always have some curly ends, at least for the first few years. But I'm actually liking the look that it has now because it's giving the length of my hair and I can do more with it. I don't want long locks, but it's nice to be able to do other stuff with your locks because it's growing and they're getting longer as the shrinkage is ending and the frizz is gone. So that's what, let me segue into that. So the next thing is that I am pretty much without frizz. So if you are struggling with the frizzy phase right now, this is 14 months in with fine low density hair. And as you can see, the frizz is pretty much gone. So my hair is kind of going into itself and the frizz is pretty much gone. Another positive thing that I have is that I'm more confident about the care of my locks than I was before. That's more of like a non hair related, but more like a mental thing. I was like, oh, should I do this? Or should I not do this? And should I try this? I've got a lot more confidence in like what my hair can handle, what it's like working out with my locks and things like that. Now that the slippage has slowed down and I can easily able to identify reasons that I get slippage. So like I'll insert a picture of a slippage that I got because I used a headband that was too tight and it rubbed. So it happened like in the middle of the locks that were in the front that I had to get repaired this last time. And the reason why was because of that. And I was able to easily identify like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore because that's the cause, what was causing the issue with my locks. Another thing that I would say at 14 months, like I feel like, is that my locks are actually starting to look more like locks. And at the beginning, it was kind of like they looked like, you know, little inner locks. And so it wasn't like I was locked, but I wasn't really locked. But now, especially in the back of my hair, they're actually locking. So you guys remember the little guy that I had in the very back of my hair back here? Look how long it is now. And this is my most locked one, but it's got the thick end on the bottom of it. Let me try to get my hair out of the way so you guys can see really well. So this little guy's gotten a lot longer, but I'm excited for when they all look like this, lint and all. So that's that. Something else that I did in the last month or so is I got lock sprinkles. So here's an example of one of my lock sprinkles. I originally had 5 lock sprinkles, and I was gonna do a video about getting lock sprinkles. So there's one right there. There's another one down here somewhere. If I can find, oh, there it is right there. And I have one like in the back of my hair and in a couple other spots. I only got 5 because I wasn't really sure if I was gonna like them or not. I'll insert a picture or a video or something like that, kind of showing you guys that. But I ended up, last time I wanted to get more lock sprinkles, but we ran out of time. So I wasn't able to get more. So once I get the full amount that I want to have in my hair, I'll do a video about my experience with the lock sprinkles. But it's been a nice little surprise. I had another one over here, but when she retied my hair last time, she accidentally popped it out. But like I said, there wasn't enough time. My appointment went like literally, she got done at 2:30 and she started the next person at 2:30. So she didn't have enough time to add any more lock sprinkles for me. But watch out for that video coming up about my experience. If you've followed me on Instagram, you've already seen, or you probably saw my story where I was asking everybody, like, should I get more? And so I was like, it's giving me, you know, lint vibes. So I was like, okay, that's not what I want to get out of it. But I'm super excited. Like, here, that seeing that peekaboo one right there. And this one right here, whenever I wear my hair a certain way, you can see. And then the ones in the back, you can see when I have my hair down. So I still have 4, but I'm going to get more. I want to have like 10 or 15 so you can really see the sprinkle and the sparkle in my hair. So let's talk about the stuff that has gone wrong in the last few months. The first thing I would say is that, like, I've been really struggling. You guys know I'm a super candid person, so I don't mind saying it, but like just like projecting into the future the financial commitment that my hair has put on me and my family. It's not that I can't pay for it. It's just that, you know, I think about, I'm really into budgeting and things like that. Is it worth it for the long haul? Because, you know, like everything, the prices of things have increased, whereas before it was this much per hour. Now it's about $7 or $8 more per hour than it was when I originally got my hair locked. And so just wrapping my mind around like paying, you know, eventually keeping my locks is gonna have to get over $200 because the fee is gonna, even if it raises by like $2 or $3, like in 10 years, what is it going to be, you know, and thinking about that per year and all those things. So that's like just a mental thing that's been kind of bothering me. So to mitigate that, I've been thinking about doing a couple of different things. Number one is like, what if I combine some of my locks so that I have less than 500 or so, and I don't have to worry about it taking this long because I don't have as many locks. And so I did a couple of testers, and I'll show you guys one of the testers of what it looks like just combining 2 in the front, and then she combined 2 on the side, so I could look at the size of them and see how I felt about combining them overall my head. So if I combine my whole head, of course I would go from like over 500 to about 200. So that's not what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking about going down about 50 locks to like 4 something to just speed up the process of the reties and the maintenance. But my husband's resistant. He's like, I don't care. I really like your hair the way it is. And I like it too. I think it's a good look for me. And so just something that's been going on in my head. The other main thing that I'm really struggling right now with is lint, and you can't completely avoid it. It could be a lot worse if I wasn't like wrapping my hair up, but I had a little bit of a lax moment where I wasn't using my bonnet and stuff like that. And so I got more lint in the back of my hair from that. And so, you know, I'm just dealing with it. My husband has been really supportive. And so like sometimes I'll sit down and he'll like pick out what stuff that he can see out of my hair. I don't think that it bothers me as much as like thinking that there's like fat, like cotton or something stuck in my hair, as much as I feel like it doesn't look good. Old school locks, they would just dye their hair black and then you just wouldn't see it anymore. But I'm gonna try to maintain the integrity of my locks, but at the same time get out any lint that I see. So I don't think that it's completely avoidable at all, but I think that there are some things that I've done that make it where it's not too bad. But things that I've also done that like I know better and I didn't do better, and so then I ended up with lint in my locks. And one of those things is using the towel on my hair when I dry my hair. I know better than that, and I'm gonna go back to using like my t-shirt and then sleeping a couple of times without my bonnet, which my face paid for it also because the stuff came out of my hair onto my face and things like that. I think my hair looks beautiful. Fine low density locks at 14 months. This is more than I could have ever imagined that I would have, like waking up every day with just my hair looking great. I spray a little water, I spray a little like sometimes this little sheen oil stuff, and then I'm like going about my way. It's just I feel like one of the best decisions I've ever made. Just those two barriers, I would say, are the only ones, and those are personal decisions. You know, like do I want to learn how to self retie or not, or do I want to just keep paying, or how I want to do it, combining my locks or not? Like those are just personal parts of my journey, and then the lint is inevitable. I mean, it just is. I don't believe anybody who says that they have lintless locks all the time. As always, guys, there are pictures attached at the end of this video of like some comparisons of, you know, what I was at the beginning and maybe like a 6 or a 9 month or whatever to my 14-month retie. Also follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I post a lot on there of reels and things like that are more instantaneous updates. And then I would love for you guys to comment in the comment section below any videos that you guys are interested in seeing moving forward. You know, when you have a channel that's focused on Microlocs, sometimes you feel like you repeat the same things over and over again, or like you don't know what's going to be helpful to people. I also would like to know, I put a poll up, but just from you guys personally, if you would be interested in hearing about my weight loss journey that I'm on right now. So it's something personal to me that I would love to share with you guys, because I feel like it's just been really empowering. It's helped me feel more comfortable in my skin, but I know this is a locks channel, so I won't do that if that's not what you guys are interested in. Until next time, guys, the pictures will follow, and I love you guys. Bye, mamas.